This is Zechariah 9:6. It says, "And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines." A bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. That's not our land. Even like in Luke, the book of Luke, and I think chapter 24, that the kingdom will be trodden underfoot by the Gentiles until the time of the heathen be fulfilled.
Okay.
And trodden underfoot by the heathen until the time of the heathen be fulfilled. Script too, brother.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Micah chapter 5, and I'm going to start at I'll start at verse 7. "And the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people." All right, meaning we're going to be scattered throughout the earth. That's who the Gentiles of the Bible are, because even in the ancient times we were scattered throughout the earth. You know what I'm saying? You had people not knowing who they were. Like me and the brothers talk about sometimes. Back in the day, I probably would have fought somebody for talking some stuff about America.
Yeah, but you are very patriotic.
Yeah. So somebody would have probably told me something wrong. I would have jumped up right away, and that's because I was a Gentile. It says, and then we're scattered throughout the earth. So it says, "And the showers upon the grass that tarrieth not for man, nor waiteth for the sons of men, and the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles," which is why which is what made them as Gentiles, "in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest." As lion among the beasts of the forest, as a young lion among the flocks of sheep. Right? That's how Jake is right now. As lions, as picture a lion in a pen with a bunch of sheep. Mm-hmm. It says also, and the sheep is supposed to represent the heathen, and the lion is Jake, who, if he go through, both treadeth down and teareth in pieces, and none can deliver. All right, and that's what Jake's rousing up right now, man. These Edomites have it coming. They're going to get ripped into pieces. Just like, actually, the brother Maccabee had a dream just like this, where there were lions running around and they were eating heathens, tearing them to pieces.
Yeah, and actually, we were the lions.
Yeah.
And he did, and I don't mean to put it out there too bad, but, literally we all changed into lions, and him and his brother got afraid and ran because he just saw lions. And literally, he looked in the window reflection when he tried to open the door, and they were lions.
God.
And we was fucking up Edomites.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, call halal Yahweh Shimi Shai. Baba Kashal, we're on that trip.
God. Yep. It says, "Thine hand shall be lifted up upon thine adversaries, and all thine enemies shall be cut off." And you just heard out of the book of Genesis how Judah's going to be that first one to take the enemies by the neck. Mm-hmm. So now these other tribes are rousing up right now. Which is basically just more of signs of the times, signs of Esau's kingdom crumbling before him.
And brother, that's true, because on the "Fuck Trump" song, "Fuck Donald Trump," in there's actually a thing he says when he says, if we need to hook up, we need to start doing it now. Mm-hmm. And Judah's putting that vibe out already to click up and to everybody team up and oppose this white man's law.
So if I get this little script, to back up what you just said. This is Ezekiel 26:9. "He shall set engines of war against thy walls, and with his axes he shall break down thy towers," man. And these tribes, man, are going to be those axes, man. Esau's kingdom is going to be falling into rubble here pretty soon.
And it actually is in a lot of rubble already.
Mm-hmm. It says, "And all thine enemies shall be cut off, and it shall come to pass in that day, and you know, you Edomites are through, man. I walk around at work and people look at me like I'm trash. You know what I mean? Just because the pride in their heart. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Yahweh, that I will cut off thy horses out of the midst of thee, and I will destroy thy chariots. So, you know, your car ain't gonna save you. You know, your beasts ain't gonna save you. Whatever you have, it says, and I will cut off the cities of thy land, and throw down all thy strongholds. So just go ahead and hide in your bomb shelter, man. That ain't gonna save you either. And it says, and I will cut off the witchcrafts out of thine hand. Your voodoo ain't gonna save you. Your so-called Christian church ain't gonna save you. Your Catholic church ain't gonna save you. Ash Wednesday ain't gonna save nobody. And it says, and thou shalt have no more soothsayers. All right, no more soothsayers. These little palm readers. Ain't none of that gonna save you. It says, thy graven images also will I cut off. All right, I can't wait to see this Mother Cabrini shrine over here in the mountains crumble to pieces. I can't wait to see, you know, Lord willing, somehow I get to see that Cesare crumble to pieces in, you know, in the Puerto Rico.
Right,
Yeah,
Brazil.
Yeah, that's right. So it says, thy graven images also will I cut off. And you know, even in these little restaurants, these little Indian restaurants, East Indian restaurants and shit, they have these little fake gods standing over there.
Moab too.
You know, it says, and thy standing images out of the midst of thee. Your little Buddhas ain't gonna save you. And thou shalt no more worship the work of thine hands. All right, these things that you create, that if they fall, who's gonna pick it up? Who's gonna pick up those shrines when they fall? Who's going to pick up that shrine in Brazil when it falls? Ain't nobody are. It can't pick itself up. It says, and I will pluck up thy grooves out of the midst of thee. All right? Bird comes by and drops the shit on one of these shrines. There's probably all kind of bird shit up there on those things, man.
Oh,
It ain't wiping it off itself. And you got people praying to it. So will I destroy thy cities, and I will execute vengeance in anger, in fury upon the heathen, such as they have not heard. All right, and you heard me say that, you know, the Gentiles of the Bible are also the Israelites. You know, and so they're going to be catching this judgment too. These ones that are still taking part, like I said, like Brother Yadon said, these bread and circuses. These ones that are taking part in the simple things of America. These ones that are just trying to shed a blind eye towards it, so they could do the most, whatever they're trying to get done here in Babylon.
Right. And they do that, like 2/3. Like honestly, that is exactly, because honestly, what we are as brothers, we're always in the scriptures. We're always watching certain things with a spiritual eye. And if you're in the world, you honestly think Trump's going to make something better. You think he's going to accept your dark skin. You think the white people are going to be kind to you and friendly. You know? But being in the spirit, you already know there's an engraved hatred for Jake from Esau.
I can accept that. Just back up what this brother just said. This is 2 Thessalonians. Let's start at 5. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time.
So man, we got a perfect except for that.
Huh. Man, that's just like going back to, you know, the Wizard of Oz. You know, when they find out, you know, Esau's, you know, true form.
The skirt got picked up.
Yeah, that veil's just been, you know, picked up, man.
And for Esau, it's a skirt because they're afraid it's
yeah. So these Jakes out there, man, they putting two together, man. They can see it. Even Esau can see it.
Yeah, in fact, Esau's the one mostly putting it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they use it in different tactics. like Alex Jones is to stir you up to go buy shit. You know, start, you know, all kinds of shit.
It's like this brother was saying though, you know, it's you gotta have that spiritual eye, you know, you know, and then you know, or even if the Lord will reveal it to you to see that, you know, and like some type of way, maybe some guy might come up to you and say something that might just open up your eye real quick, you know. You're like, hey man.
And it goes back to the scripts, and you're like, because these prophecies, just like Slock, yeah.
No,
like when I saw Trump do the ban on Muslims, there's a script that says there will be a man that wants to go into a city and cannot, roughly paraphrasing. So, I mean, there's nothing, the earth operates on the commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. To walk with the spiritual eye, you got to be in the scriptures. But first, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua has to be dealing with you too. Because faith in the spirit is a gift from him.
I'm just gonna, maybe I'll just start at the first verse. This is Habakkuk 2:1. It says, I will stand upon my watch. And just like we were talking about in the beginning of the sit down, you know, that we're watchmen. And set me upon the tower. I mean, we're watching. We're seeing these things happen. So we're bringing it out. It says, and will watch to see what he shall say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tablets, that he may run that readeth it. Meaning run from the coming woe. Run from the coming destruction. How do you do that? You run straight to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, meaning it wasn't yet come. It says, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, meaning these things as they further come to pass, we're understanding more and more what time it is. You know, these prophecies and everything are revealing themselves more and more to truth. You know, because a lot of these, imagine being an ancient prophet, you're seeing nukes fall, you're seeing all this stuff, you know, it's going to be confusing. You know, but today we know what's up, man. It says, but at the time it shall speak and not lie. Meaning when we're examining these times, we're seeing. It says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. And that's that in Revelations. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. Meaning wait. Be patient, because it's coming. It will not tarry. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is upon in him. But the just
Edomite.
Con.
That's the precept to that one.
Con. It says, but the just shall live by faith. Meaning we shall live by faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that this Edomite isn't going to bear rule any longer. That the kingdom is going to be restored unto Israel. As written in you know, all throughout the New Testament. It says, ye also because he transgresseth by wine, or also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, being Esau Edom. Neither keepeth at home, which is the scripture says he's not a, you know, he's a man of the field. He ain't a man of being at home.
He ain't native to America.
Con.
Or so-called America, anyway.
Yup. Who enlargeth his desire as hell. Read that again real quick, brother. Actually, let me finish this verse and then I'll do that. Who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death. All right, this man is the abomination of desolation. He not only makes a desert out of his home, but also of yours. And cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Go ahead, brother, and read that Seth, just to kind of set it to it a little better.
This is the 2 Thessalonians 1, verse 5. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time.
Can I get one more precept on it? I know
brother.
it looks like you have something.
Oh, no, go ahead, brother. Wherever the Spirit takes us, you know. Let's go.
Salakia, one second. Here it is. This is 2 Maccabees 11 and 9. It says, "Then they praised the merciful power altogether and took heart, insomuch that they were ready not only to fight with men, but with most cruel beasts." All right, which those cruel beasts, those are Edomites. Because they're not only men, but they're also beasts. And to pierce through walls of iron. Salakia, brother, one more.
No, brother, go ahead.
And this is verse 10 of 2 Maccabees and 4. It says, "When that was done, they fell flat down and besought the Yahweh that they might come no more into such troubles, but if they sinned any more against him, that he himself would chastise them with mercy, and that they might not be delivered unto the blasphemous and barbarous nations."
Blasphemous means lying. And they're lying about who we are.
Con. Now let me get this last one too.
Go ahead, keep it going.
This is back in Habakkuk 2 and 12. It says, "Woe unto him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city with iniquity."
And that's what they did with America. That's what they did with Africa. They did it everywhere, in every piece of land. And they're still doing it. The only ones that's been resisting them to some point is the Arabs, which are that's why they're going after that Islam. But honestly, that's even just a beginning to get at us. Because honestly, you could look at any of us and try to say, "Oh, you look like you're Arab," especially when we wear our garments.
Mm-hmm.
They try to say we're Muslims. So they lie to us all the time. But they know who it is because there's videos that expose that truth constantly. Especially the brothers through GMS. They're always putting out videos exposing that the so-called Caucasian, the Edomites, know who we are. It's published in their writings.
Here's one too. It says, this is verse 15. It says, "Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, and putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness." All right, and that's what Esau does. Is he gives out that bottle. He sets up these traps, these stumbling blocks, all over the place for us to slip upon.
If I might say too, and that's in any supermarket you go to. There's pork, there's pornography, there's all kinds of shit you find throughout all these stores, and every one of them is like a trap to get you set up.
Then he sits here and points a finger.
Right, women even have traps because they got their false nails. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with taking care of yourself, but when you're starting to apply false shit to your body, like nails or wigs that are probably pig hair,
It's an abomination.
It's an abomination. It's a trap.
Mm-hmm.
Valentine's Day is a trap, which just recently passed. And any man dealing with a woman, the woman gets jealous of receiving flowers or whatsoever, and it's a trap. Even they trap us multiple different ways. They set up snares.
But let's hear what's going to happen to because you reap what you sow, man. Let's hear what's going to happen. "Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered." All right, and that's why the book of Revelations, roughly 18 and 6, says that to reward unto, it is 18 and 6, to reward unto Esau double the cup that he's giving out. It says, "The cup of the Yahweh's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory." God.
Did you have anything to say about that?
Just basically what I was just saying, that their cups are turning upon their own head. The scripture in Second Ezra says that the end of the world is of Esau and the beginning is of Jacob. So, their time is done.
I got a step here, Obadiah, chapter 3. "The pride of thine heart has deceived thee." And that's what Esau's doing right now.